This is the image of the sky before storm number 5 happened. It looks really scary and seems to signal something bad. Typhoon Kajiki, also known as Typhoon number 5, a storm recorded as the most terrible ever, struck with a force that few could have imagined. Born over the vast warm waters of the Pacific Ocean, the storm intensified with terrifying speed. The wind reached unimaginable speeds, and the rain fell in such heavy gusts that it felt like the sky was about to collapse. The entire landscape had been transformed overnight, leaving behind chaos and devastation. Please subscribe to the channel to continue following the latest updates on Super Typhoon Kajiki. In coastal cities, the devastation was devastating. Homes were ripped from their foundations. Trees were toppled. Cars were damaged by the storm, and streets became rivers, carrying debris and rubble far from where they came. Power lines dangled dangerously. Bridges were damaged, and communication with affected areas became increasingly difficult. The government has declared a state of emergency, warning millions of people to evacuate immediately. Shelters are filling up quickly, but the storm continues to move relentlessly, and many face Kajiki's wrath with only courage and hope. In Tokyo, gusts of wind shattered windows of skyscrapers, and in Osaka, parts of the subway system collapsed under the pressure of wind and rain. Thousands of people were trapped, their desperate cries for help echoing through the tunnels until rescuers could reach them. The images were horrifying: overturned vehicles, uprooted trees, and buildings reduced to rubble. Meteorologists reported unprecedented rainfall in many areas. Rivers overflowed, washing away homes and farmland. Whole communities were submerged, and the death toll continued to rise by the hour. Evacuation orders were issued, but many were unable to leave in time. Hospitals and schools were severely damaged, affecting the upcoming school year and the quality of life of residents due to storms and flooding. It will certainly be a sleepless night for local people in China's Hainan province. That historic storm left behind a lot of heavy damage to the people here. In difficult circumstances, solidarity and proactive response were evident. Rescue workers worked tirelessly, sometimes risking their own lives to reach trapped victims. Stories of courage and solidarity emerged amid the chaos, neighbors helping each other, volunteers wading through flooded streets, and strangers offering shelter to those in need. News outlets around the world, from CNN and the BBC to NHK and Reuters, were broadcasting the near-apocalyptic scenes. Click like now to share meaningful images with the community. In addition, the excavator became a pair of steel hands, silently working with the people to clean up the floodwaters left behind after storm number 5, returning peace to the land that had just experienced a storm. The storm has become an icon, a reminder of the power of nature and the weakness of man. Climate scientists warn that storms like Kajiki are getting stronger due to global climate change, and such catastrophic events could become more frequent. When night falls, millions of people still live in darkness. The wind continued to howl, a constant, chilling reminder that the storm was not over yet.
Nhân tín là đi sửa lúa này anh. Nhân tín kim không? Yeah.
Rescue teams are battling fatigue and the elements to get relief where it is needed most. The government has pledged immediate aid and is mobilizing international support, but the recovery will be long, difficult, and heartbreaking. Families grieve the loss of homes, possessions, and even loved ones. But amid despair, human resilience shines through. Communities pull together, strangers offer comfort, and hope persists in the face of unimaginable adversity. Typhoon Kajiki is more than just a weather phenomenon. It is a testament to the fragility of life, the unpredictability of nature, and the courage of those who face disaster.
Một cơn chỉ có khoảng tầm 3 phút thôi. 3 phút gió lốc thôi. Nhà thì đã thành đống.
Stay tuned for updates as this unprecedented storm continues to impact the lives of millions.
Đây là đúng vào cái cơn lốc nó đi theo đúng cái dọc đường trục đường của
On the afternoon of the 26th of August, 2025, people on a modern highway in China recorded the image of a tornado suddenly appearing in the sky. This rare phenomenon surprised and intrigued many people. I have a premonition of the end of the world coming. Look, Hawaii's Kilauea volcano continues to rage, recording its 31st eruption in just the past 8 months. But remember, curiosity never comes before safety. If you enjoy this whale's performance, please leave number 1 inch the comments. Oh my God, is this a fish buffet that fell from the sky? I think you need a big float instead of vehicles like cars. Please save yourself from this street flood.
That's filthy to do that. You probably have that stuff in his possession.
All right, no more talking. Let's continue to learn and witness the most unbelievable moments that nature gives us. Let's start together. Let's go. Where do these rolling clouds come from? But how interesting it is to observe them at such close range. Oh no! Could some energy have caused this hill to slide down and be destroyed? I find it hard to believe. It seems that this mountain has become visibly smaller through this landslide. Are you curious why this tree trunk has a stream of hot lava running through it? This rarely happens, but it makes me quite curious about them. Do you know how powerful the wind is? The winds can easily lift a car and the objects right in front of it gently. Oh my God, this is probably a free bathing service for tourists. Witnessing the massive ice avalanche, I felt like I was seeing clouds descend and invade the world.
Oh my God.
Luckily, you closed the door, or this wave would have helped you wash your face. I think your climbing journey will have to be delayed, because otherwise, you may be swept away by this huge flood and landslide before you have time to relax. There's nothing worse than when you're on your way home and run into a bit of trouble with a few large rocks falling from a cliff preventing you from getting home.